Hi, it's Andy Lockwood. I'm a college finance consultant in Plainview, Long Island, and I have a tip today that is about what happens after you file the financial aid forms. Most people overlook what happens after the forms are filed, the FAFSA and the CSS profile. This is understandable because guys like me and parents and guidance counselors and what have you will focus most of their time on telling people you have to meet your deadlines, you have to get the forms in, don't make any mistakes, avoid these pitfalls, hey, did you know about this loophole? Some money counts to get into more than others, that type of thing. But the job does not stop after you press the submit button. In many respects, it begins, or at least the next leg of your journey begins. So here's a couple of things that you need to do after you have filed your financial aid forms. First, call each school that you have submitted the forms to make sure that they acknowledge to you from looking at their screens or however they look it up that they have indeed received the financial aid forms. Even though you may be sitting there looking at a printed out confirmation from the FAFSA or the profile or whatever form you've submitted that indicates that that particular school did receive it, a lot of times a college will claim that they did not receive your financial aid form. I would give them 2 or 3 business days after you file to go ahead and make this call, but all the same, make sure you get them to tell you that they received the form. Why? Well, you can probably guess. I've learned this the hard way. A lot of times we do our job, we file the forms for our clients, and then a couple months go by. So we file the forms in January, February, and then March or April, the financial aid awards start coming out, and we don't get one from that particular school. We call them up and say, hey, what happened? Oh, we never got your form. And even though we can, scream at them until we're blue in the face that, no, you did receive it, look, we have this printout from FAFSA, it doesn't mean that they're going to change their mind and say, oh, yeah, you're right, here's $20,000. Unfortunately, a lot of this money that they give out is first come, first served, so make sure that they acknowledge that they received your form. Don't wait until April or May or later for them to tell you, no, we never got it. That's really the first thing. The second thing you should be doing also on that same call is asking the school, hey, do you need any other information from me besides the financial aid forms? Because that school might have its own particular form. That school may want you to submit your tax returns. It may have some questions about a non-custodial parent. It may have a question about your business if you're self-employed. It may require an additional form called the Business Farm Supplement. I did say farm. I know we're not an agrarian society anymore, but it's still called the Business Farm Supplement. So don't just file the forms and forget about it. Make sure you find out that they received your form and ask them if they need any other information. Do it sooner rather than later. And if they give you an answer like, oh, we don't look at the forms until March, okay, fine. But all the same, call them up in March and make sure you find out that they do not need anything else. I hope you found this tip to be helpful, and keep your eye on this channel for more tips later.